Girl Stolen by April Henry. Griffin has just stolen an SUV from the pharmacy parking lot, but he quickly finds out he's not alone in the Escalade. You see, Cheyenne, a blind girl suffering from pneumonia, was resting in the back seat. When the kidnapping turns into a ransom situation, Cheyenne must rely on all of her senses to stay alive, and maybe even try to escape. Payback Time by Deuker. Something weird is going on with the Lincoln High football team, and school sports reporter Mitch is going to find out. Why is the new superstar player sitting on the bench most of the time and avoiding the press? Get in the game and see if Mitch can find out what's going on without getting taken out. Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Desperate to find her brother, Tessa arrives in Victorian-era London, only to be kidnapped by the Dark Sisters, hunted by the evil Magister, and caught up in a fight against demonic forces. Descend into London's downworld as Tessa's journey leads her to an ultimate decision: save the world or save her brother. Jumpstart the World by Catherine Ryan Hyde. Her mom's boyfriend didn't want a teenager around, so Elle has just been moved to her own apartment across Manhattan at only 15 years old. Soon after, she meets a special neighbor whose kind, caring ways bring out feelings Elle can't explain. Until she finds out he's not exactly what she thought he was. Hunger by Jackie Morse Kessler. Just as Lisa Beth has reached the end of her losing battle against anorexia, she receives a visit from a powerful being who appoints her to the position of Famine, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Join Lisa Beth as she roams the earth, balancing the scales of hunger while trying to find balance in her own life. The Mockingbirds by Daisy Whitney. After she is date raped by a fellow student at the prestigious Themis Academy, Alex struggles with self-doubt and depression until she is convinced to seek the help of an underground student justice society, the Mockingbirds. Follow Alex as she searches for her own sense of self and justice for the crime committed against her. Bruiser by Neal Shusterman. Tennyson is furious. His twin sister Bronte is dating Brewster Rollins, a recluse voted by his peers as most likely to get the death penalty. As he investigates this bruise-covered poetry-reading loner, Tennyson discovers there is something disturbingly special about him. Join the twins as they learn what true sacrifice is from their unusual new friend. Matched by Condie. In Cash's world, everything is planned for everyone. The society selects your perfect match at 17, you are married at 21, and you die at the age of 80. And the society doesn't make mistakes. If this is true, why did Kai's face briefly flash on the computer screen at Kasha and Xander's matching party? More importantly, what will Cassia do about it? Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Will Grayson and Will Grayson have never met. But when they do, their circles of friends collide and intertwine, leading up to one fantastic musical event written, directed, and starred in by their larger-than-life friend, Tiny Cooper. Prepare for showtime as Will and Will tell their side of the story in alternating chapters. Happy Face by Stephen Emond. What would you do if you had a chance to start over at a new school in a new town? When our invisible, shy narrator gets that chance, he puts on a happy face and successfully reinvents himself. The big question is, how long can he hide the real pain he is experiencing? Go inside the mind of Happy Face, read his journal, and see if he can find balance between his real self and his new persona. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. Samantha's charmed, spoiled, snobby life is about to come to an end. When it does, she finds herself back in bed on the morning she died. Was it a dream, or is this a second chance? Follow Samantha as she lives her last day, then relives it again and again, trying to put the pieces of her death and life back together. Somebody Everybody Listens To by Suzanne Suppley. Retta Lee Jones is a small-town girl with a big-time voice. With her guitar and $500 in her hand, she sets off for Nashville in her beat-up car. Ride along with Retta Lee as she navigates the bumpy road ahead, chasing her dream against the odds. Split by Swati Avasti. He did it. Jace finally stood up to his abusive father. Now he's traveling from Chicago to Albuquerque with a few bucks, a rearranged face, and the hope of finding his brother. If he finds the brother who escaped 5 years ago, will Jace be welcomed? More importantly, will he be willing to help Jace go back for their mom? Rot and Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry. 14 years ago, the zombie apocalypse happened, leaving Benny and his big brother Tom parentless. Now, 15-year-old Benny elects to follow in Tom's footsteps as a zombie hunter. Grab your gear and join the hunt with Benny and Tom as they fight two types of evil: zombie and human. To the Hard Way by Travis Hunter. Brothers Romeo and Kwame have the odds stacked against them. Kwame is in prison for a crime he didn't commit, and Romeo is doing all he can to reach his dreams amongst the dangers and distractions surrounding him. Join Romeo and Kwame as they navigate the violent inner-city streets of Atlanta, not knowing exactly who is with them or who is against them.